Thank you, Avi. So guys, I'm very, very happy and blessed to be here today. Our Latvian event, that's our 6th time that we are doing this Latvian event. First of all, can you guys, everyone hear me? Shall I go louder or you guys can hear me? In the back, you guys can hear me? You good? Okay, perfect. So if you guys don't hear me anymore, shouldn't be a problem because I'm always speaking loud. Just yell at me back like louder, okay? So you guys can hear me, okay? So first of all, as I said, this is our 6th time in Latvia in Riga that we're doing an event, and they tend to get bigger and bigger. I mean, they're always very, very well, looked out for. People come here to see what we do all around the world. I mean, you have seen some of the intro videos maybe, and also first of all, I want to appreciate you guys that you guys are on time. There are some countries where we do this event, we start 2 hours later because, people are just like coming too late and then they're chilling, talking outside. So I really, really appreciate everyone here. And I also just wanted to say thank you, to all the Latvians in our team, to everyone that is already part of the community for welcoming, especially me so warmly, to show me the city, show me the good food. Bro, this Lido's thing is crazy, bro. The only thing I'm eating is the ananas chicken thing. It's insane. So I'm definitely going to take some home from this. But yeah, I really, really appreciate everyone that came here today, and I especially appreciate the team that, again, welcomed me so warm. So you guys came today because you have one question, right? You're like, what the fuck is happening in Riga, right? I guess that's the question, okay? So I believe there's not so much happening here, especially after the pandemic. And people are really like, okay, what is happening here? What's up? What do they do? First of all, what I want to say is that today we're going to answer you guys some questions, okay? So my part, I'm very honest when I speak, that's number one. Second of all, I'm not the best in speaking English, but it doesn't matter because I speak facts. And the third one is, make sure that you guys, if you can take notes, just be open for the information today, okay? Because what we do in our community, in the TPR community, which stands for Trading People Revolution, we're going to introduce you later with the other speakers and explain you more what we actually do, because you guys are here today because you want one answer, and that is, what's in it for me? What can I take out from this day? What can I take home? How can I benefit from this? And we're going to give you this. But before we do this, I need to frame you guys a little bit. Does someone know what framing means? Yeah? Do you think that everyone nowadays is open for alternative methods on how to make money, investing, trading, and how the world works? Or do you think everyone is like pretty in one box, like things like government, matrix, the rat race? Have you guys heard about Escape the Matrix? Have you guys heard about the rat race? Do you know what the rat race is? What is the rat race? Can someone explain me? Okay, people stuck in their jobs for the rest of their life, not moving anyway. That's what you said, right? There was someone else? Just like lift your arm so I see like it's a lot of people. Perfect. Okay, so framing for my part, that's why I am here, is to open your minds a little bit, right? Because when I got exposed to this business, to this information for the first time over 6 years ago, I was very confused. I was very scared. I was very skeptical, right? Because, for example, I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. I grew up in, or I was born in Namibia in Africa, which is like, so you have South Africa, and on the left-hand side, above South Africa, there's Namibia. That's where I was born. And my mom is German, my dad is Portuguese. They used to have like a family business, like a hotel. Then there was the Angolan Civil War. They kind of like took our restaurants, took everything. So my dad, my mom separated because like they lost their business. And my mom went back to Germany with my little sister and me. I was 5, she was 2. And from there on, we grew up in Germany, South Germany, Lake of Constance. Maybe some people know it. It's like near the Swiss border. And mom worked 3 jobs, money was always a problem. And I grew up like kind of becoming a man to my little sister and to my mom, figuring out life. And I understood that money is an important thing. Do you guys understand that money is important? Okay, perfect. So back then, and there's 2 sides, and that's why I'm saying framing. Back then when I grew up, I always asked myself the question, why are there rich and why are there poor people? Someone asked themselves this question too? Honestly, did someone of yourself ask yourself the question, thinking about why are there rich and why are there poor people? Okay, what is your conclusion for the ones that asked themselves? And it's crazy that actually 5 out of 250 people asked themselves the question, why are there rich and why are there poor people? Not settle for bullshit, general stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I give it very easy. Information, right? So when that's my opinion, that's my acknowledgement, that's my result of thinking about the question, why are there rich and why are there poor people? For me, it was information. Because we are the same. Take a rich and take a poor. You have 2 arms, you have finger, like if you are healthy, right? So it's the same. What is different is the mind. what is in the mind. The information is different. That's why we say in our community, information changes situation. I got this information back then, growing up with this question, and also having the big need of helping my family, helping my mom when it comes to money. Because you might know, not all of you guys, but you might know how it feels if your mom wants to buy something in a grocery shop and the card is declined. You may know how it feels if your parents or yourself don't have money for rent, and it's a different situation, difficult situation, because maybe you have kids, maybe you have to take care of some people. And maybe you grew up in a very good household, but you still understand that money is important for your goals, freedom. What can you do with money that is a blessing in life? Give me some words. I just said some. It's opportunity, freedom. What else? You can give back to people, right? Not all of the rich ones. We have the picture in mind that rich people keep all the money for themselves, but there are actually some kind of rich people that give money for other people, right? So for example, we in the TPR community, we help the people in Turkey. We built them like homes, and it says like TPR care on it. So some people can give if they have. So what else can rich people do? Or money. So follow what they're passionate about. Most people that are in the rat race, they cannot follow what they're passionate about, right? They have to focus on money all the time. They go sleep with the worry of worrying about money. They wake up worrying about money. So there's never like time where they really can focus on what they love, right? There's no time for hobbies, no time for research, no time for reading, no time for fun. What else? What can money do? Healthcare, 100%. Health is directly linked to money. Money can make money perfect. With more money, you can make more money. Sorry? Less stressed? Yeah, 100%. Obviously, because you have more opportunities. Let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. My mom used to go with us to Portugal to visit my Portuguese family once a year. She saved up money, worked extra hours, and I still remember once we wanted to fly back from Portugal, we missed the flight. I don't know how. My mom we stayed in Portugal for one more night, had to buy another ticket for 600 euro for the three of us. My mom spent a day crying because she couldn't afford it. We had to lend it from the family to fly back to Germany. So if you have the money, you just buy a new ticket. If you have the money, there's less stress. Not always. It also brings stress, but it can help. What else? Influence. Yeah, what else? Buying happiness? How would you explain that? How can you buy happiness? Because that's what most people say. Money doesn't make happy. Perfect. Yeah. There's another thing that I really like about money is if you make money, you can be honest. How many of us cannot be honest and say to the people that we want to say something, but we can't? Let's say our boss. Let's take the people that control us. Let's say the government. Let's say other generalized people that since you don't have money or you don't have a lot of money or they are the ones that give you money, you cannot be honest. Many people cannot be honest. And being wealthy or having money, making money independently from your own skill set and sources can help you to be more honest. I am very honest. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. Right? So that can help with that. That's what for example, myself, I like about money. What else? Give me some more. Confidence? Yeah. Can help with it. I mean, you move different if you have money on the bank account because nothing is not everything can shake you as someone that has no money, not so many worries. Yeah. Yeah, obviously, yeah. There's some men that live by the rules and some create the rules and money can help with that. People that are rich, they create the rules. Comfort, 100%. Okay, so we heard both sides. Again, this is all what you can do with money. That's why rich people are rich and poor people are poor. Now the question is how and what is the information that you need to turn your life? Now, we are not here today to educate you, and we are not here today to push you that everyone here has to become a millionaire. If you have the goal, nice. I also always had the goal to become a millionaire. But you don't have to. It's in generalized about everything that you need to know about finance because, again, if you are financially unstable, then you cannot even take care of yourself. And framing, now coming back to my point, framing means opening the mind, getting you guys thinking in one direction, and the direction that I want to go with you guys is to think a little bit more freely and understand a little bit how the world currently works. Because I believe that many people are very blind when it comes to what is happening right now and what happened in the past. We don't need to talk about the pandemic. Hopefully, finally, some of you guys opened your eyes to understand what happened, not on the health side. Let's take that, keep that apart. On the governmental side, how they can control us. Now, do some of you guys know, or do you guys know where maybe the financial future is going? Are some people educated on that? CBDC, explain it. Very easily, broad. Okay, so you guys, indicate by lifting your hands that you understand that the future is going to be dominated in cryptocurrencies that are not decentralized like Bitcoin, but they centralized from the governments. Do you understand that this will happen? Or you don't believe in it? You're like, oh no, we're going to continue with cash. Okay, who believes really in it? Lift your arms. I don't see, everyone's like this. Okay, so most of you guys believe and understand. Other ones say, no, it's not going to be like that. Okay, that's your opinion. There are pilot projects where they already have CBDCs. It's a cryptocurrency centralized that the bank gives you guys so they can control you more. Now let's go deeper into this. If they can control the money, what else can they control in your life? Every fucking thing, bro. Everything. What is changing in terms of cars? And I'm a big car fan. I like V6, V8, V12 and all this electro shit. So what can you do with this? You can turn off the car. So let's say in the future, if everything is digitalized, the money, because that's the only thing, the technologies are far enough. Who knows about ChatGPT? So who knows, you know about it, right? So do you really think, because many people think like, oh my God, artificial intelligence is so cool. Who used it? Like who used it? I use it daily, bro. Like I ask stupid questions all the time. Okay? So who thinks that this is the farthest that we can get with artificial intelligence right now? Don't you think the government has more of that? Don't you think like they are way more advanced than what they give us? Yes, they are. So link all this together, CBDC, AI, everything being like techno, like especially here in Riga, is what I say a lot is like the mindset of sharing and just lending or like renting stuff, right? I've never seen that anywhere. Nowadays it's a little bit more popular, especially in Europe, but a couple of years ago when you guys started to have CityB, that's a new concept, right? The first ones was Airbnb, we had Airbnb, we had Uber, right? You don't need a cab, you can just rent it for 10 minutes, drive somewhere or Bolt. Then with Airbnb, you don't need a house, you can rent it. Now with cars, you don't need a car, you can rent it. Now put this all together. Centralized currencies where they can completely control you. Then cars that are like electronically, or like they can be turned off or turned on. Then we take, everything is more going into renting, because most people, and then we have another big thing that is happening right now, it's called inflation. Do you know what inflation is? And if you don't know it, probably you feel it, right? Who feels inflation? Who feels it, honestly? Everyone feels it. Bro, I sometimes go to Germany, I'm like, what the fuck is happening, bro? The problem, like in Dubai, I still don't understand the currency, so I don't know. But when I feel it when I come to Germany, like, shit, bro. I used to go LA 4 years ago, like every year I go LA. So 2 years ago, I spent $9 on a coffee, $8 on a coffee. Last time I went was April. No, it was April. When did we go to Mexico? 1 month ago. 2 months ago. Let's say 2 months ago, I went LA again. How much do you think I paid for the same coffee at the same shop? In 1 fucking year, bro. Insane. America is insane, bro. I paid for sushi. I Ubered sushi. When I arrived back from Mexico at the airport, definitely was at night. I paid for one person sushi. I paid $180. $180 for one person. What the fuck is happening? So the thing is, we have inflation, and I'm getting deeper into it, and then we're gonna connect all the points for you to finally wake the fuck up and understand that you need to change something. Number one, again, CBDCs, centralized currencies. The only way we are still free as a society is cash. We can do stuff without a government knowing it, legally and illegally, depending on what the intentions are, but it gives us as individuals freedom. You still have freedom to decide, but if they control everything in the future, where's the freedom? And the other question would be, why do they want to control it? Some people could say, oh, this is all bullshit, this is not gonna happen, so negative. But why would governments like to control their people? And why has it been since the dawn of human? So some people think this is good, some people think it's bad, and it was what it is. I'm not here, and you should not think about changing the world. You should thinking about how to position yourself in the world so you can live however you want to live. Free, financially free, geographically free, and financially free. These are the three major important things that you have to look out for in the future. Again, financial freedom, geographical freedom, and time freedom. So people don't tell you where to be and what to do, so you can move countries, you can do whatever you want. I give you an example with pandemic. I know people are sick and tired of this topic, but I think it's so important to talk about the after effect. Everyone talks about when it happened, no one talks about afterwards, exposing all of this bullshit and being mad at the government and what happened. And maybe this is my opinion, not your opinion, but let's just talk about the freedom part. So, they put you in your house. They tell you to shut the fuck up, to get vaccinated. You cannot do anything, leave. Even if you have a business, your business goes down. Most people lost their businesses during that time. Who got richer? The richest. There's statistics that show that the richer, the wealthy people got wealthier, and the poorer got poorer. So for me, and again, talking about myself, I said, fuck Germany, I'll leave to Dubai. That's what I did. Not only because of the taxes, obviously, I wouldn't deny that, but also just because I cannot live freely. There's no lifestyle for me. Let's say you just work for someone, you have a normal life, you have a normal income. Then maybe, obviously, this will not take so much of a big hit for you because you're anyways focused on doing your thing. You cannot really live the freedom. which I don't mean in a bad way, but people that have above average money, they move some places where it's better. Dubai, for example, they had 27 new billionaires moving into Dubai in the last year. 27 new billionaires out of the world. Every fifth German, that is like someone that pays most of the taxes so the society can function. Okay, in every society there are people in a higher tax bracket, they pay a lot of taxes and that's how the rest can work. Also called pyramid scheme. But another thing. So people that make more money obviously pay more taxes so other people can live out of it, right? So we have the retirement agreements and so on. You guys know how it works. One people makes money and helps other people, right? The government takes the money, gives to other people. Now every fifth left Germany. In 2020, 21, 22, and now in 23, every fifth person that the German government functions as it's working in the society left. Because they said, fuck this, too many taxes, I cannot do anything, I'm out. So what we are seeing is a big shift, a wealth transfer. Do you guys know what wealth transfer means? So there's still one point that we need to finish about the elites and everything, but yeah, so I want to just open this topic too. So when money moves somewhere, so what is happening a lot right now is that money is moving from rich to poor and also from rich to even richer or wealthier to the elites. So what happened in the last 2 years, 3 years is that you easily could have made money. Who made money here with crypto in the last 3 years? Profit, not loss. Okay, who made money with another business that you saw the opportunity while the pandemic was happening, you took some moves, you made some moves to make money? Who did it? Why not? Bro, I have people, they open like these fucking test centers, they're so rich now, they live in Dubai, they just invest in money, that's it. They set themselves up for life in a year. In a year, bro, they said, fuck, I opened this center, I test people for COVID, I make enough money, I just leave. They live in Dubai now, they chill. They invest their money, they have investment advisors for them, they don't even know nothing about investing. Set up for life in 1 year. Insane, there are so many opportunities. So wealth transfer means there's a lag, there's like a little bit of a scratch in the matrix that you can use to make a lot of money. Because in the future, this most likely will not happen. Why? Because a government, people are always ruled by elites. It's always like that. For me, democracy is a scam, and I know that's a very big statement, but that's bullshit, bro. There is no democracy. There is no, oh yeah, we're gonna vote, and then, yeah, we do it like this. No. Who votes for fucking vaccinations, bro? No one. In Switzerland, bro, everyone I asked, big people, political people, people that moved out of the government of Germany, and maybe I speak to you guys because I have, and maybe you cannot relate, but I have information, guys, from people that have been in the highest echelons of government of Germany. Obviously, I cannot say their names. People that have been part of the special forces, people that have been part of, like, you know, governmental elections, this whole system. They flew from Germany to Dubai, and these are people that I know, and they told me stuff, guys, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. And maybe you should not know it. But I'm just giving it to you because I want you guys to finally wake up and understand that the elites, the future, cryptocurrencies or CBDCs, the control, what happened in the past, and the technology in the future is going to be very, very difficult and can be very dangerous if you don't take a step into a right future where you are financially free, geographically free, and time free. But how do we get that? What kind of businesses can you do to get financially free, geographically free, and time free? And that's why you guys are here today. Perfect. Okay, so one last thing. Why, and I want to finish this before I give it over to the next speaker. Why do they want to control us? I want to go deeper in it. I want you guys to think about it a little bit more. Because I'm actually very honestly disappointed that 5 people in the whole room ask themselves why rich people are rich and why poor are poor. Most people go through life completely blind. They don't ask questions. Asking questions is the most important thing. Asking yourself honest questions. Where do I want to be in life? Why is it like it is? Is it good for me or is it bad for me? Should I follow this or follow it not? So again, why do they want to control us? We as hosts of this event, we want structure in this room. If not, everyone goes crazy. Right? You guys jump on the tables and throw chairs, and obviously there has to be rules, there has to be authority, there has to be a hierarchy, there has to be someone that controls, right? Because, I mean, we see in some countries what happens if the government or the control is not good enough, right? It's a complete mess. So somehow, to be part of a society that has good education, good morals, good ethics, that has a good living, for example, that I see here in Riga and Latvia, not all of the parts, obviously, but in Europe in general, there has to be rules in society and someone has to control it. But what is the problem with that? Especially, again, when the future becomes way more controllable with technology, with cryptocurrencies, or like CBDCs, not cryptocurrencies, that's the direct opposite. What is the threat in that? And I want you guys to get the point of it. What is the threat in that? For yourself, not for people. Think about yourself. Okay, so go against something for the people. So if everyone here in the room says, fuck this, and they don't change it as they didn't do in the past with many, many events and reasons and wars and explanations and showing, and you see it or not. So if this happens, they have complete control. So the problem is that people are not like woke enough, they don't see stuff. And by woke, I don't mean this shit that happens in America. I mean just like thinking and using your own information and setting yourself up. I guess you guys know where this is going, right? So I'll give you an example. So there's a book, I forgot the name about it, perfect, because I'm very bad with names. But there's a book where they describe a kid, a normal baby that comes to this world, right? And they do studies with the kids and they see, like, for example, what happens to their mind when they grow up. So we all know kids, right? We know kids, like they have imaginary friends, they run around, they're open, they see stuff that you don't see. If you ask them what they want to become, they say astronaut, girls say princesses, right? So F1 racer, yeah. Louder? Pilot. What else? Fashion designer, what else? What else? And are you guys what you're saying? Are you guys who is really what he said he wants to be? Okay, so who, let's say cars. For the boys and for the girls. I know like Latvians love BMW, but okay. Let's not talk about that. Let's say like that. I asked you, let's say I'm your dad or your mom. Remember back. And I asked you what kind of car do you want to drive when you're older? What would you say? A Lambo, what else? A Rari, a Bugatti, what else? Okay, who drives these cars? Okay, so they say in this book that a kid that grows up and goes to kindergarten, what happens in kindergarten? Programming. So be on your place at that time. Don't hit your neighbor. Okay, that's good, but yeah. Okay, so then we go school. What happens in school? You write a text, an essay. There's like 3 or 4 errors. You get a bad mark. But brother, what's wrong with the other words? They're good. So you have 40 words, and out of 40 words, 3 are wrong. You get a wrong mark. I'm like, bro, what is with the other 38 or 37 letters or words that are written? You don't care about this? Just because I have 3 mistakes? So we get programmed. So they say, do this, be there, don't blah, blah, don't speak, don't... Out of the school, and I came out of the school with being anxious to speak English, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I came out of school, and I grew up with English. I came out of school anxious to speak English with people because they mocked my TH so much in the school, right? And I'm not a pussy, bro. I'm not someone that is, oh my God, okay, they're mocking me. No, I really came out and said, fuck it, I'm not gonna say it anymore because the teacher, everyone's making jokes about it. So I think that a lot of you guys have similar stories. I think that many of you guys with the dreams, I want the Rari, I want to be this, I want to be this. When you're 18, your life is Fiat Punto or no car, it's City B, right? Or it's a scooter or the red things that you can sit on. And you lose all your fucking dreams. You lose all of your fucking dreams. And I'm not saying that's not bad to live in a society like in Latvia. We can be blessed and happy. Me growing up in Germany, I'm not talking about everything is fucked and bad and worse and whatever. But you have to look out for your own life. So you come to this world with an intention and understanding what freedom is and what you want to do in life. And you end this with 18 when you're done with the system and you're completely fucked. No dreams, nothing. So that's why we speak to you. That's why I speak to you. So I want you guys not to become someone that is opponent to the government. I don't want you guys to start a revolution. I want you guys to start your own revolution. Your own. Focus on yourself. It's not about going to the streets. Maybe we should do this more. But it's more about yourself and setting yourself up. Focus on these 3 things because financially, I'm going to be here later too. So if you have any questions, appreciate it. Let's get it.